Okay, today is Tuesday, April 2nd, and I'm changing up my plan of attack for April. I'm not going to show you my food, so I thought I'd throw in some tag videos. I went over to my other channel. A lot of you did follow me over from that channel, Let's Get Fit. And I went through some tags that I did on that channel. And I'll show you my shirt. Over the hill. What hill? I don't remember any hill. Where? When? I got that for my 50th birthday, just to show you that nothing gets thrown away when I have it. I wear things forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But to be honest with you, when I got it for my 50th birthday, it didn't fit. I couldn't wear it because it didn't fit. It wasn't until I turned 60 that I finally got to wear it. But it doesn't anywhere on it say 50, so. Anyway, so I'm going to do a weight loss tag. And I did this probably, I think I did it in June of last year, but it's a good refresher course. And I'm going to tell you right off who I'm tagging, just in case I'm too lazy to type in the questions in the video, just in case, because we know how I am. You can write them down as you're going along. I'm going to tag 6 people, and I'd ask you to tag whoever you want to tag. And if anybody watches the tag and wants to do it that I haven't tagged them, let me know when you do the tag, and I will go over to your channel and I'll promote you. I'll promote your channel. I'll go and watch your tag, and then I'll come back on my channel and I'll put the link to your tag so that you can pick up some subscribers. I'm going to tag Active Rachel Ann, Color Me Influenced, Divine Vegan Journey Girl, Laney's Life, Smack Vision, and Sue Slims Down. So those are the channels, and I will definitely have their links down below so you can go over there and give them some support. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. Let them know that I sent you over, and give them some love. They're trying to build up their numbers, and I like to do whatever I can to help because I had lots of help when I first started, and I'd like to pay it forward. The first question is, when did you start gaining weight? I was born on September 7th, 1950. I weighed 9 pounds, 2 ounces, and it's just been a steady stream of going up ever since. Okay, I know that's not what you meant. I would say that I really started gaining weight probably in 1977. When I got pregnant with Danny, I almost lost him. I had had Jimmy in 1972. In 1973, I was pregnant, and I lost that baby. And when I got pregnant with Danny, I knew that I got pregnant in Toronto because our bowling league went to Toronto, and so I knew when I got pregnant. So when I was, and whenever I went for a pregnancy test, it always said that I was never pregnant. My pregnancy test never came back positive for any 4 of my pregnancies. They all came back negative, and but I was pregnant each time. I would go to Burger King and I would eat a Whopper and I would get so sick. And I told my doctor when he told me that I was not pregnant with Danny. Well, he told me I wasn't pregnant with Jimmy, and then he told me I wasn't pregnant with the baby I lost. But when I was pregnant with Danny, he says, no, you know, you're not pregnant. And I go, yeah, I am. And he said, no, you're really not. And I said, well, I went to Burger King and I got sick. He says, well, you know, the rabbit has to die, not the Burger King. And I go, I'm telling you, I'm pregnant. And so he says, well, you know, we'll keep checking on you and that. Well, you know, guess what? I was pregnant. And then I almost lost Danny. And I took, he told me I went on a Friday, and he said, you know, you're going to lose this baby over the weekend, so just stay in bed. And just, you know, when you're not feeling, you know, when you feel it, you're going to have to go to the hospital because you are going to lose this baby. And I said, I'm not losing this baby. And I took to my bed, as they say, the old people. I took to my bed, and I got up just to go to the bathroom. I stayed in that bed. My sister Mary was living with me, so she took care of Jimmy, took care of the house and stuff. And on Monday morning when I went for my doctor's appointment, he said, I can't believe it, but I think you're going to keep this baby. I was so stressed through the whole pregnancy that I craved brownies and Coca-Cola. Danny to this day does not drink pop of any kind, but he'll eat a brownie. So, and I gained 77 pounds with Danny, and I never really lost it. I went up and down and up and down. And then when I got pregnant with Christy, I was determined not to gain any weight, and I gained 11 pounds with her. Danny ended up weighing 9 pounds 2 ounces, and Christy weighed 9 pounds 5 ounces. But with Christy, I only gained 11 pounds, and so I was pretty good. Long answer. I'm sorry. Look at him. 5 minutes into the first question. I got to get moving. Number 2, are you an emotional eater? Unfortunately, I am. Obviously, you saw that when I had my small, which was a small 0.5 gain on Saturday, I went crazy and I emotionally ate the whole weekend, and I got on the scale this morning and I gained 5 pounds. I am not shocked by the fact that I gained 5 pounds. I'm shocked that it wasn't more for as bad as I was. But I'm back on track. I'm not doing freestyle anymore. I'm doing smart points. I've looked up all my points. I'm going to go from there and just take it from there. But yeah, unfortunately, I am an emotional eater. It's something I'm trying to work on, but I always say work in progress. Number 3, how long have you been dieting? On this particular time, I joined Weight Watchers December 31st, 2016. So I've been on Weight Watchers since then. At my highest loss, I had lost 77 pounds. As of last Saturday, I've lost 67.3. I think I'm still going in the right direction. I had given myself a 10-pound window, and that I would ever let myself get more than 10 pounds. I'm rethinking that now. I've changed my window. I've closed it a little bit. So now I'm at 5. I put myself at 5 pounds. I want to hit my goal, and I know that if I set like a 5-pound allowance, that I'm not going to reach it. But you also have to know who you are, and I know who I am, and I know that I'm not going to have a steady loss, and I know that I'm not going to be perfect, because I'm just not. And I want to live and enjoy my life, and I don't want to deprive myself. That doesn't mean that by not having certain foods, I'm really depriving myself, but I don't want to feel like it's a journey that's such a burden that it's annoying. And I don't want to get to that point, because I reached that point on Saturday when I had the game, when I really thought I was going to have a loss, and I let it affect me, and I can't let that do that. I can't let it happen again. And just giving myself like a 5-pound window. You know, when you go on vacation, sometimes you just don't feel it. And, you know, when you just don't feel it, as long as you have that little window of 5 pounds, I think you're fine. I really do. But we're going to see. I figured out that the 10-pound doesn't work. Well, let's see if the 5-pound works better for me. Number 4, are you following a diet now? Yeah, I switched from the freestyle over to the smart points. I love the freestyle as far as maintaining, because I did lose some weight on the freestyle. Not as much as I lost on the smart points. I lost a lot more on the smart points. I would say I probably lost since 2016 till the smart points was introduced, so that would have been like a whole year. I lost 65 pounds. On the freestyle, I've really only lost 10. At one point, maybe, yeah, 10, I would say, because I've been playing with the same 10 pounds, and once again, it goes back to my little window. But I really feel that the freestyle program is more of a maintenance program, not a losing program. And I'm just speaking for myself, but I think that there's a lot of us out in YouTube land that support that theory. And I'm hoping that Weight Watchers kind of listens to the people. I think when they start losing money, because they're losing money as far as people going over to iTracks and MyFitnessPal, and there's so much talk of everybody switching to other plans, that maybe once they start losing a little bit of money, they'll start paying attention. Because I really do like the structure of Weight Watchers, the support and encouragement that you get. And like I said, I have the best meetings. I have the best leader. I have, from the minute I walk in the door, and I say this all the time, but from the minute I walk into the door till the minute I leave, I've felt nothing but support and encouragement. I've never felt that that it wasn't going to lead me to where I wanted to go. And I said yesterday that I really think that 95% of it is me, and the other 5% is the meeting. I do need the meeting, so I'm glad that it's there, and I'm willing to pay the money for the meeting, but I have to find something that's going to work for me again. Number 5, have you had success in the past? Did I already answer that one? I can't remember. I have had success in the past. I've been on Weight Watchers numerous times, but just before my 40th birthday, I went on Well, my 39th, actually, because I started for my 39th birthday, because by my 40th birthday I wanted to be under 200 pounds. And I think the closest I got was about 205, and then I didn't hit it on my 40th birthday, and it was all I needed just to get me into a whirlpool of giving up. And I got myself up to, before I joined Weight Watchers, 310 pounds. When I joined Weight Watchers, I weighed 304.2. But I'd lose a little bit of weight before I went. Right now, I'm thinking I should have went when I was 310, because then I'd have a bigger loss, and maybe that would have been a little bit more encouraging. But in my mind, even though Weight Watchers showed that I've lost 67, if I really go with the other 6 pounds, I've really lost 73. So at one point, I really lost 83. So I should go for that. Do you follow a workout plan? I walk every morning. I try to, not every morning. I walk 5 days a week. And I walk close to 3 miles a day. I do like that. I don't consider walking an exercise. I consider it just something I enjoy doing. I walked this morning with my granddaughter Sophia and my niece Kylie and my sister Denise. That was fun. It really was. But I prefer to walk alone. I know I can walk at a different pace. I don't know. I just like walking alone. What is your favorite diet? My favorite diet is the one that makes me lose weight, that I have success on. I would have to say my favorite diet would have been the Smart Points or the Points Plus, either one, because that's where I lost all my weight. And I didn't feel it was as binding. I think that the Freestyle, like I said, is a good maintenance plan because it lets you have whatever you want, within limits, obviously. But I haven't really lost a tremendous amount of weight on the Freestyle program. But as far as a maintenance program, that's the one I'm going to follow because that'll get me through my whole life. I know that. But as far as wanting to get back to losing weight, I've switched over to the Smart Points. How much weight do you want to lose? Well, my Weight Watcher scale last week, I weighed 237.2. I would love to, by my 3-year anniversary date on December 31st, I'd love to be 199 at that point. I'd love to be that. So that's what? Today's the 4th month, 8 months. So if I lost 5 pounds a month, I could do that. That's 40 pounds. Let me get the phone. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm a dinosaur. I have a landline. I just can't, I mean, everybody around me, all my family and that, they're all going to just their cell phones, but I don't know. I'm just a creature of habit. Anyway, and it wasn't even a robocall. I get a lot of those on my landline. I'd like to lose 40 pounds by the end of the year, which is like a little bit over a pound a week. I can do that if I really put my mind to it. I know that. Number 9, do you feel like you're addicted to food? Unfortunately, I do. At this point in my plan, diet, Freestyle, whatever, I'm addicted to fruit. I have to cut back on my fruit. I know that it's a healthy thing, but I really do think that I eat too much, I consume too much. I need to start measuring out rather than put a handful of like raspberries and a handful of blackberries. I need to get my measuring cups out again and start measuring my food. And I really think that I should start counting calories a little bit because I think that might help me out a lot too. Number 10, are you comfortable with your body? Yeah, I think that's probably my problem. Even when I was at my heaviest, I never felt uncomfortable in my body as far as how I presented myself to the public. I've always been very self-confident in myself, maybe a little bit too confident. People looked at me and I'd always think, you know, look at me, I don't care. You want to look again? Go ahead. You want to take a picture? I'll stand here. You can take a picture. I really didn't care. I knew who I was. I knew what I wanted in my life. I knew that I had everything that I really wanted as far as my family and, you know, people that liked me and love, and I have enough money to live. I have my faith. I have so many things going for me that how I looked in my body or how you perceived how I looked or how I was. If you wanted to judge me how I looked, I don't really need you in my life. Don't judge me by how I look, judge me by who I am. If you don't like who I am, I completely understand. You know, that's why there's so many people in the world, because not everybody's going to like everybody. You're not going to have everybody like you, and I understand that. And I don't get hurt, I guess. I just, you know, I have been very fortunate that I haven't gotten that many negative comments. I've gotten negative comments, but I don't take them off my channel. I leave them on there because, you know, if you want to make a negative comment, I think that just shows who you are, not who I am. And And I thank all of you that defend me when somebody says a negative comment, because there's so many trolls out there, and I understand that they're trolls, but do they not realize that they're defeating their purpose if they're trying to make you feel small? If they're trying to make me feel small or feel less about myself, you're never going to succeed, because I'm very confident in who I am. I would love to weigh less, obviously. My ultimate goal, if like a special little fairy came down and tapped me on the head and said I could be any weight that I wanted to be, I'd love to be about 150 pounds. That's what I was when I got married. Well, actually, I was 145 when I got engaged, and I thought I was so heavy. I'm 5'8.5", and they said that for like 5 foot you should weigh 100 pounds, and every inch after that you should weigh 5 pounds more. So really, realistically, I should weigh about 140 pounds. But I would be satisfied at 175. I really would. But my ultimate goal would be to weigh like 145, 150 pounds. I don't foresee me ever getting there, but once again, I don't know that I won't. But anyway, back to do I feel comfortable with my body? Yes, I feel very comfortable with my body. Especially now that I'm losing weight, I'm able to move a little bit more. I'm able to sleep better. And if anything, this lost weekend for me was a reality check for me to remember how it was when I used to go to bed at night, and how I tossed and turned and woke up and had indigestion and eating Tums and, you know, all of that stuff. And I don't do that anymore. Although I did do it this weekend because it was bad. It really was bad. Number 11, which is the last question, do you deprive yourself of any food? I wouldn't call it depriving myself of food. I avoid foods that I know are going to be my triggers. I don't open up a can of pop, because as soon as I hear the psh sound, it just triggers something in my brain. I'm like Pavlov's dog, you know, it's like, oh, pop, 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 you know, then I go crazy. I can occasionally, when I go out to eat, I mostly drink iced tea. Every once in a while, depending, if I'm going to order a burger, I'm going to get a Coke. But somehow when it comes from a fountain, it doesn't bother me as much. So I'm not going to deprive myself of that. I don't make a point of having trigger snacks in my house. Jim is not on a diet, so the candy he really likes are M&M's plain and M&M's peanuts. I'll eat them in a pinch. It's chocolate. I love it. But it's not calling my name. Now, if I was to fill it up with Tootsie Rolls or Snicker bars or little Hershey Kisses or something like that, then we're going to have a problem. Houston, we have a problem, because that will do it. My favorite cookie, store-bought cookie, is a Keebler's coconut chocolate chip cookie. I'm allergic to coconut. That doesn't stop me from eating a coconut chocolate chip cookie. I break out in a rash. I'm fortunate that I don't get the swelling of the throat, but that could be unfortunate, because maybe that would steer me clear of it. But even though it's Jim's favorite cookie, he understands that I can't have that cookie in the house. So I get cookies that he likes. You know, I'm not a big fan of a store-bought cookie. You know, like, you're gonna have a homemade cookie, keep that away from me, because I'm gonna go crazy with the homemade cookie. But like I said, just keep things away from me that I know that are gonna be my triggers, and that's what I do. So anyway, if I remember, I'll put the questions down below, but I'll definitely put the links to Active Rachel Ann, Color Me Influenced, Divine Vegan Journey Girl, Laney's Life, Smack Vision, and Sue Slims Down. So if, and like I said, if you do the tag, let me know, and I will, I'll come over to your channel, I'll watch it, and I'll promote you. And I wanted to thank Patricia Genevieve again. I'm still using my little book. I'm running out of paper though, because I use it a lot. So anyway, give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share. And go check out their tags, because I'm sure they're going to be cute, cool. I was going to say close, similar, not the same. They won't be the same, because everybody has their own story.